Good morning, all. What a good way to start this meeting. I'm actually representing my CEO who couldn't make it, but I do want to lash on to the last slide of the last speaker, Lisa, because if he was here, he was going to echo those words and say diversity is to invite people to the party, but inclusion is to ask them to dance. And I think on that note, I would like us to watch a video that I want to take us through before I start with this presentation. Please indulge me.
Welcome to Astrone Energy, a proudly South African company in the energy sector. Originally established as the Texaco Company, the company changed its name in 1936 to Caltex Oil, which sparked the emergence of a well-known and loved local brand. As a result of the merger between its parent companies, the company was renamed Chevron South Africa in 2005, and when OTS Investments acquired the business in 2018, we changed our name once again to Astrone Energy. As the first majority black-owned major in the South African oil industry, Astrone Energy is an example of economic transformation at the highest level. We are proud to maintain an upper-tier, broad-based black economic empowerment rating for an integrated oil company. Astrone Energy owns and operates the country's third-largest crude oil refinery, and our Durban-based lubricants manufacturing plant has world-class blending and base oil storage capabilities. At Astrone Energy, we are committed to the highest health, environment, and safety standards in order to protect our people and the communities in which we operate. We are proud of our head office building in Cape Town and our refinery, which has its own water recycling plant that provides the water needed in the refining process. Financially, Astrone Energy contributes significantly to the South African economy. Our economic contribution equivalent to more than 2% of the country's GDP. Furthermore, employment generated by Astrone Energy's business has a multiplier effect. The Cape Town refinery alone provides 500 direct jobs and 13,000 supplier and contractor jobs. Our wide-reaching social investment programs are aligned with government's priorities in the areas of health, education, and economic development. Working with a number of key NGO partners around the country, we believe we can make a significant contribution and positively impact the lives of the communities we touch. We market our products under the Caltex brand through a network of approximately 850 service stations. We provide world-class finished lubricants and premium base oils to commercial, consumer, and industrial customers throughout South Africa. Customers have come to trust our Caltex Haviland engine oils for cars and motorcycles, as well as Caltex Delo diesel oils for buses and trucks. Key to our marketing success has been our ability to build partnerships that add value to our customer offering. The Branded Marketer program provides an opportunity for new black entrants to participate in the petroleum retail market and run their own multiple service stations. The first Fresh Stop at Caltex convenience store opened its doors in 2009 and has since become the fastest C-store brand in South Africa. Our partnership with Standard Bank's U-Count Rewards program allows members to collect U-Count Rewards points when they fill up at Caltex. At the heart of Astrone Energy are our people. We recognize that our long-term success as a company rests on the ability to create and sustain a culture that truly values diversity, promotes the transfer of skills, and rewards the talent of every individual. Our inclusive, resilient, productive workforce is critical to our ability to operate safely and reliably. We thank our people and our partners for their commitment to this company and look forward to fueling a brighter future with you.
Thank you. My disclaimer to you, Lisa, is that I don't have a picture of a person living with disabilities. But if it was last year this time, I was going to be very scared to present after you. But what comforts me today is that we have since, in 2019, launched a truly inclusive program of people living with disabilities. So I'm sure when I come next year, I will have real and true pictures where we are inclusive and taking from your presentation the true meaning of inclusivity as well.
Welcome to Astrone Energy, a proud.
I went back. My apologies. I have to go to the other end. Does this work? The bottom. Okay. I think it gets stuck. This one.
Welcome.
Okay, thank you. So I am energized this morning. Being the last speaker, I need to quote a few speakers that came before me, like Chris, who said we need to learn and unlearn. And I think we have seen our presentation from Astrone Energy, which is in an oil industry. But I really want us to touch the linkages with the today mood. The today mood is that we're talking about the third world, fourth revolution, as described by our MC Tabang, who says we must come to South Africa with South African solutions. We cannot come to South Africa with solutions that are not relevant for South Africa. So as Astrone Energy, you've seen our presentation. What I want to bring to our attention here is the fact that we are boasting a black partnership on the 27th of September 2018, where our company was bought by OTS Investments, which is a black consortium. So we are looking forward to a space that will bring to South Africa South African product that will help solve South African problems. I talked to you about the refinery, which is one of our flagships in the country. It is a third largest supplier of petroleum, and we are the third largest crude oil refinery, and it is a national key point in South Africa. By national key point, I mean we are producing South African product. It is 100,000 barrels per day. So a lot of times when we talk about oil and gas, then people get a little bit perplexed because it gets technical. I'll just make your job easy today to say we take the black stuff of the oil, we make it whiter, and then we sell it into different products. So you mustn't be scared about this term oil and gas. So we sell petrol, we sell diesel, we sell jet fuels, LPG, bitumen, gas, and other products. So we also boast a lubricants manufacturing in our Durban space, which is where we produce blended base. Oil storage, we have a good oil storage capacity, and we employ South Africans. You've seen from our video that in our refinery, we employ 500 South Africans on a formal basis. We attract, with our third-party employment, 13,000 jobs per annum. We employ black people who are doing the oil in South Africa, who are in different areas. We also have 850 networks that we work with, and we operate under the Caltex brand. So in this fourth industrial revolution, our minister yesterday, when he welcomed us, he talked about partnerships. And I think we want to make ourselves relevant as Astrone, and we want to boast our partnerships. We are getting into the partnership space. We have worked with a number of partners, including Partners for Possibilities, and I was glad when I saw Robin, and a number of other partners. But our role is to really have economic development and to ensure that our branded marketer space can be infiltrated by ordinary South Africans. So As we go through this presentation, we need to just realize that this is a Black South African company that formed on the 28th of September and came up with a purpose and a vision that is real and relevant for South Africa. I've got 6 minutes. And our vision is really economic, inclined, and to develop South Africans. We do talk about collaboration, which was talked about this morning, which is co-creation, inclusion, and diversity and inclusion, which I've already mentioned. Our triple BEE level is a level 2, and we boast on all the branded partnerships that we have in South Africa, which is South African-based companies. I've talked about our triple BEE level. We have a lot of community-based programs, but in line with the National Skills Development Framework, we have internal programs and we've got external programs. And I would like us to look at the graph so that we can see the real absorption rate and the benefit to the country and to the company that we, out of our partnerships, are experiencing. We have an LDP accredited program with the Center for Coaching, underwritten by the University of Cape Town. And there we have taken 174 graduates, and we are getting the certified leadership maturity coaching styles improvement skills. And we get leadership improvement and accountability that is immersed into the oil and gas skills space. We also have a SAPIA Advanced Certificate in Management accredited by JUKES and underwritten by Rhodes Business School. This is another partnership, 20, and we have a woman in leadership, which is also another third-party partnership. It's tripartite partnership, SAPIA, which is South African Petroleum Industry Association, and it's also underwritten by by Rhodes Business in partnership with JUKE. Our Astrone Energy internal bursary scheme also graduates about 40 per annum, and we spend about 3.5 million. So you can see our involvement with women leadership programs internally and externally as well. On the external side, we've got graduate internship program where we took about 130 employees and we have 90% absorption rate. By 90%, it doesn't mean that we throw away the 10%, but we partner with our partners that takes the 10% because we've developed them so well with the likes of the partnerships that we are involved in. We have in-service trainees and we have 100% absorption. This is real inclusion. And this is not absorption to put them in the classroom, as Lisa has said. It is absorption for real and relevant projects. We have our apprenticeship program, which is boasting 8, and we only started it in 2018, and it's an ongoing program. We have a learnership program for our people living with disabilities. We have 31, and we have started it in 2018, and we are hoping to have them year on year. But what I can tell you with this disability program is that we have one in auditing, we have one in HR, where I work, we have others in operations, we have others in our terminals, and Sakile, who is my co-creation manager in terminals, has absorbed the people living with disabilities. So today I pride myself with managers that are South African managers who are Black in our midst, who understand the South African problem. I think the South African problem can only be solved by us living in South Africa. My last slide focuses on the health and benefits to community. These are benefits that we do in the science, technology, and engineering space for schools. We have a number of schools in rural areas that we are supporting, and the principal that has spoken on the Robin slides has said, principals are never trained for business, but business needs to partner with principals and teachers to make sure that we can bring computers to their world, we can bring governance, business skills to them. And those are the partnerships that we build in the maths and science space. We've got schools in our Gauteng areas on an ORT program. We've got where we teach them robotics. which is very relevant to the fourth industrial revolution. And we've got science and maths in our Durban, where we teach 20,000 learners and in our Center for Advanced Maths and Science. We have a Donoon Community Improvement Program, which centers around a rural area in Kwenkwezi. This is an area where no car can arrive. If you are on a GPS and you are driving there, it says your destination is on the left, but you see only trees. So if you are not a South African, you turn back and you think there is no school. But because we are South Africans and solving the South African problem, we are found there with primary maths and science teachers. We influence 1,300 teachers, 120 schools, and in designated areas. And I can go on, but my time is off. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for this partnership. Thank you.